All right. Hello, we are back. We are back. We are back. If you were on with us for the 8 at 8 meditation, then welcome back. And if you were not, then welcome in. This is Eighth House Awakenings Clarity Time. It is Clarity Time. Let's see. Gonna do both Instagram and YouTube. I'm getting really good at this. And welcome in, welcome in. It is Eighth House Awakenings Clarity Time, and I am so glad that you are here. Hopefully, you have your tea or coffee, coconut water, cucumber water, matcha, what have you. You have something to drink so that we can sip as we uh, gain some clarity. Some clarity. Um, by all means, interact in the chat. Yes, that's good. This is a hibiscus moringa blend with a little bit of ginger and some rose hip. And I blended it a moment ago just for me. And it's a great kind of, wake up tea. Vitamin C and all of that good stuff. While we, I only have 8 minutes. I got this crystal. Let's see, are we in the light? This green calcite. Can you see that? It's beautiful. Yesterday, and let me tell you, it's so green. I don't want to drop it on my bowl. It's so bright that after I bought it, I came home and I said, "Is this real?" So I got a torch and put the light to it. Oh, yeah, it's real. It stayed nice and cool. And so, green calcite, heart chakra energy. And because we are talking about lack and the cards that we drew this rising, uh, loss, lack, victimization, but also spirit weaver. Um, and so we'll talk about these two decks. Okay, now last time I had it real good and I could get in. Let's try. We're going to change this light just a little bit. And yeah, so Spirit Weaver. So we are the Spirit Weaver. We get to make the difference, make the change. So let's take a moment and get into this is the crown chakra bowl. We just want to take some deep breaths in through the nose, release it through your mouth. And just settle into the sound of the bowl. Allowing the crown chakra to just open and relax so that we can hear from our divine source, our higher self, God, the Most High, whatever you identify with. Open the crown chakra and relax into the sound of the bowl. Deep breath in through the nose. Release it through your mouth with a sigh. Yes. I always enjoy the sound of the sound bowls. Okay. They are absolutely a wonderful meditative tool. And yeah, I absolutely enjoy the sound of the sound bowls. Okay, the two decks that we are working with this rising is the Priestess of Light. Maybe I need to go to the other side. Okay, the Priestess of Light is where we drew loss, lack, fear, and victimization. Loss, lack, fear, and victimization. This rising. And if you can see her, she has the feathers in her hand, but there's an owl over her head. And there is the number 34. The number 34, which reduces to the number 7. We are in a 7 year in 2023. And if we review, it's interesting that we got this card. And what is this? The first week in 2023. Not going to say new year. We're not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But interesting that we got uh, this number 7 and the loss and lack, because this is the time that we review, um, that we generally review the year. You kind of go back, and I'm looking for a particular day. You kind of go back in the in your mind, and you go over last year and what happened, and then some people make New Year's resolutions and all that kind of stuff. But here's the thing: when we are talking, when we are talking when we are talking about uh, loss and lack, it is, there's a time to grieve, and then there's a time to move on. There's a time that we get to acknowledge hurt, and then there's a time of release. And so, because today, happy full moon, is the full moon, that's a time of release. Right now is the time that the moon, we talked about on, if you haven't seen it, go back and look at ClariTEA Thyme from Wednesday, this past Wednesday. We talked about um, releasing. We talked about um, shape shifting. And if I could just tell you, it's not in here, it's in the other room. Would you believe I pulled from 3 different decks, and all 3 of them, the card that I got, or one of the cards, was shape shifting. I said, okay, Spirit, I hear you. Right? The cards I got were shape shifting. So we're talking about um, changing our uh, circumstance, moving forward in our lives, and making the necessary changes, acknowledging our loss, and then making the necessary changes. This is my Egyptian deck. This was one of the first decks that I purchased when I started in reading tarot, and that has been quite a few years now. And something just kind of clicked for me to pull this deck out. And so the card that I said, moving on, the chariot card, number 7. How you like me now? The chariot card, number 7. Moving on, moving forward. We can't stay in lack and loss and fear and victimization. You can't remain the victim. At some point, we have to move on. Yeah, we have to. We have to move forward. We can't stay in that energy. And so we are the spirit weaver. Let's talk about the dance that she's doing. We are number 7, the spirit weaver. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully you see it. I'm making it where, it makes sense. We are the spirit weaver. In other words, when you close your eyes, when you shut down your mind, yeah, and you take some deep breaths and you begin to visualize and meditate and sit in your new reality. Sit in that energy of where you want to go. Because the chariot, he's not holding on to the reins. If you look at any chariot card, the original Rider Waite Smith, let's not leave out the black woman, Smith decks, they're not holding the reins. You understand? They are moving forward in their energy. I like that. They're moving forward in their energy. So, being a full moon is time to release, right? To let go. Yes. And then we move forward. Spirit weaver. I like that. Okay. Um, the other card that came out was the 3 of Cups. Celebrate. Celebrate both the wins and the losses. Okay. And the reason that we do that is because we should be grateful in all things, everything, because the losses teach us a lesson. The losses teach us a lesson. When we are in what we consider lack, it's an opportunity for us to look around and see, what do you have in your hand? I like that. Again, the other day I said it. I said, I a bill came up that I needed to pay. And I'm thinking, I don't, where am I going to get? And then when I just kind of sat and looked at it, I said, oh, yeah, I already have it. And I was able to go to the bank and reach in my purse and right, and go pay this thing. And I didn't even realize, right, that I already had it, because everything we need is within us. We are the spirit weaver. We are the spirit weaver. Yes. When Kundalini arises, when you begin to awaken your chakras, yes, and that, yeah, arises in us, we are spirit weaver. And so we receive, through our crown. That's why we were on the crown bowl today. We receive through our crown. It taps into our third eye, first eye, yeah, into our throat chakra, so that what we speak, we have. This victimization, don't be the victim. Don't let your words cause you to lose out. You don't want to create with your words anything other than positivity and life and health and wealth and strength and happiness and love. Those are the things that we create. So when we sit in our energy, when we sit in meditation, yes, and we visualize the things that we want, we are letting go of lack and victimization and fear and loss. We are letting go, and we are creating, we are shape shifting, we are creating our new reality. We are chariot moving forward in our energy and our positive energy. Yes. So that Three of Cups, we can celebrate. Celebrate. This is sisterhood. This is community. Three of Cups. We can celebrate. Yeah. Love and emotion. Energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. That's how we're moving this chariot. Okay. All right. Let's see. Then we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. When you contemplate, when you think back and you recognize victory, Nine of Wands. When I have, it's another deck, the Light Seers deck, right? And the nine, I wish I could just pull it out real quick. The Nine of Wands, they are, she's standing there looking out over everything, holding a wand. And she's just kind of surveying, right? All that you've been through, lack and lost, right? And fear and circumstances. You're surveying all that you have been through. But if we look at this card, that beetle in the middle, I'm going to show you, don't worry, is Kepara. Kepara is renewal. Kepara is new beginnings. Kepara is bringing it forth. He pushes the sun in a ball of dung, is the way that the story is told. Um, he pushes the sun, right, in a ball of dung as a protection. And he rolls the sun across the sky. In other words, the sun rises and it sets. Yeah. A new day is dawning. Renewal. So this Nine of Wands are those new ideas that come to you. Once you have overcome, once you have released loss and lack and fear. Come on, somebody, right? Hit the like button, give me a heart, something to tell me that you are here with me. Two of Cups. Here we go. Love, emotion, decision, to a partnership, Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Because that's where we're moving forward. Whether it is partnership with ourselves, yeah, divine self love. I forgot my tea. I got so excited about this because we can't stay in loss and victimization. And so I'm going to sit. We can't stay in that. We've got to be the spirit weaver, that we move the energy forward. Does that make sense? That we move the energy forward. So in this full moon, we're going to release, right? And then we're going to move forward. We're going to move the energy. Okay, I couldn't see what it was. We're going to move the energy forward. This, the Earthcraft, I'm not sure if I showed it or not. Earthcraft was the other deck that we pulled from. Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson, two sisters that did this deck, and I love it. The artwork is dynamic. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Earthcraft. And so that's what we got. Spirit Weaver came from Earthcraft. Okay. We've got a story that's laid out before us. Whereas we acknowledge the loss and then we move forward, chariot. Yeah. We release it to Mother Earth. Get grounded, right? Get centered. Yeah. And then find community. Get together with someone, Three of Cups. Find community. Somebody that you can lean on, that'll lean on you. Yeah. Let me tell you, yesterday, I had the weirdest experience. Um, I got a text from, I don't know who, an 18-year-old. I don't even know if it's girl or boy. Okay. 18-year-old sent a text to me, but it was by accident, but not. Yeah. Because I don't think anything is by, accident. And so they sent the text, and it was saying, Mr. Grava or something. I'm sorry that I ran out on you and your friends, but I was very uncomfortable, and I think that you took advantage of me. And I'm only 18 years old, and you and your friends, took advantage of me. And if I'm on the phone, but I'm gonna if I could pull it up and read it. And it said, you took advantage of me, and I don't think that I'm gonna be hanging out with men that are so much older than me anymore. And so I'm sorry that I ran out on you, but and I'm reading this text, and I'm like, okay, they have the wrong person. But it was concerning because it's a lot of crazy going on. Yes. And so I thought on it. I thought on it. I called a friend of mine who's a sheriff, and I said, this is what I got. What do I do? What do you think about this? Do I need to involve any kind of authorities or what? And so what I did was text back to the child, and we text back and forth all night, all evening. And I just thought, wow. And then I talked to a girlfriend of mine who's, also spiritual. And, I said, isn't this strange? But I understand that we have shapeshifted into another dimension. You understand? We are moving in a different energy. And when I say we, I mean a lot of us. We are moving in a different, I like that. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the exact same as loss, lack, and victimization, right? Ten of Swords is saying leave it and move on. Lay it down and let it go. Lay it down and let it go. We are moving in a different energy. Four of Pentacles. Having a sure foundation. Having a sure foundation. Four of Pentacles. Everybody says, oh, they're holding on to and they're not letting go. Let me tell you something. In order to hold on to it, you had to manifest it. Yeah? Sure foundation. That's the number 4. And for this particular card, she has I'm going to tell you which rune. I know this is off our original topic, but that's okay. We just flow like we flow, right? I think it's Thella, something. I'll tell you in a second. But she has a rune, picture of a rune on her earring. And I don't know if, anybody else notices this rune, but it means, hold on. It's so funny that we are here because new beginnings, new life. Where is it? Let me have to pull out my other book. New life, new beginnings for us. We have to lay down fear and loss. Ewaz is the one that I came out for me today. Um, Here it is. Othila. That's what I said. Othila. It means home. Sometimes, place last as in the runic alphabet, it's the end of a journey, which is exactly what we're talking about. I don't know if you can see that in her earring, but it's a rune, and it is Othila, right? The end of the journey. Anybody ever saw that on these cards? So 4 of Pentacles is balance. It is surety. It is we have manifested this thing, right? We've let go of loss and lack. We have operated as the spirit weaver in our own lives, right? Yeah. And we have moved forward, Chariot. I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, in celebration, community. Okay, we can look back over our lives for this new beginning that we are in. Nine of Wands, right? Fire, action, Nine of Wands, Kepara, renewal. Yes, Two of Cups, falling in love, right? Making decisions, having compassion, partnership, energy in motion. Yeah. Ten of Swords, laying it down, letting it go, release in this full moon. This Four of Pentacles, balanced foundation. Yeah. Ancestors in the root chakra. And Othila, it is the home, right? It says the symbol may represent the roof and a wooden beam of a house. It contains the idea of ancestral home. It also stands for wealth that is in some way locked down. You see her? She's not holding on to it for no reason, right? The wealth is locked down, it says, right? As opposed to portable wealth that is represented by Fehu. Okay, so if you know anything about the runes, if you don't, just follow me or subscribe or what have you, and we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, and so the tree is the hawthorn tree. Hawthorn is for the heart. Remember, I started out with my beautiful green calcite heart chakra. Yes. So where do we feel loss and lack in the heart? Yeah. So we're gonna release those things. We're gonna release it and let it go. Full moon energy. Time to not to manifest. Those people that tell you we're manifesting at the full moon, no, 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 we're not. Yeah, we are releasing. We are letting go. Now, you may be releasing your manifestation, okay? Because you've been holding up, you've been holding too tight to it, okay? You've been holding on to the idea. When we visualize something, remember I said we're going to sit in that energy, yeah? And we're going to be a chariot. We're going to let it move forward by our energy, not by our will, our action. We're not handling it. We're being a spirit weaver. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. We're being a spirit weaver. We are moving forth in this energy, in uh, energy. Yes. So, if you like, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and help me grow. I appreciate you guys so very much. If this was helpful to you, leave a comment, leave a like, share the channel, subscribe to my Instagram or my YouTube. I would love to have you in the eighth house as a part of the family. And we're going to 9 o'clock tonight. I will be live on YouTube and probably Instagram for our full moon celebration. And so if you are available, join me for that. And until then, I'm so excited about love, loss, lack, and letting that go, moving in the chariot energy, releasing, 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 releasing. Yeah. And so I thank you so much for tuning in and for all of the love and support that you show. And I will see you at 9 tonight for the full moon celebration. Until then, this is Eighth House Goddess sending you all of the love and light. So thank you, thank you, thank you.